Thank you very much, John. Thank you for making all the way over here from the West Coast. And always value the cooperation for the Cloud Security Alliance. My next speaker, Eitan, an old friend and one of the senior CISO in Israel. It's a 10-minute conversation. You don't need that bigger bottle.
No, it's a long one. By the way, I'm only senior at my parents' house. That's it. Let's start. It's working, nice. No need to agenda. Hi, everyone. I'm Eitan Satmary. I am Melio CISO. Melio is a fintech startup. We just been acquired 4 or 5 months ago. I'm the first CISO. I'm established the security and the IT. Melio is a payment company that helps small businesses to manage their cash flow and to do payments. We are doing it via 2 methods. The first one is via our site. I have a pizzeria. I want to pay to cheese supplier or the vegetable store. I'm using Melio. It's more flexible. It's more efficiency. It's a good way. The second one, which is more important, is the via partners. Partners, it can be via SDK or via kind of a API integration, kind of iframe that is embedded. So our partners, huge American institutions, tough ones, Visa, American Express, AWS Small Businesses, Gusto, QuickBooks, Xero, Shopify, which they are the largest e-commerce sites, and few more that are not published yet. A very long list, which well-funded and legacy financial institutions. And the question is, why we are worried? Unfortunately, most of them have cyber attacks in the last few years, all over from IMX, Capital One, Fiserv, and others. Some of the attacks are due to supply chain, are happened to their partners, to their vendors. So it's become complicated because they are very sensitive. And Melio wants to work with them because they have a lot of money, it's good business, and it's increased our velocity and the payments via our platform. So, challenges. We need to work with the old legacy world of financial institutions, very old perception, very old methodology, mainly on-premise, and unfortunately, there is no much place for negotiation. On the other hand, Israeli fast-growing startup, high velocity, fully cloud, fully serverless, and unfortunately Israeli, which means we are less rule followers, like the American and so on. Keep in mind that the process is not like ISO or SOC 2, it's a tough one, which means dozens of days the audit take place. They mainly review everything, not the policy and that's it. They make sure my configuration for each security product, my configuration in CloudTrail, CloudWatch, my wife. I have two, by the way. I have 2. The last one is amazing. The first one is also fine. Yes. It's about myself. Okay, 4 kids, no. We skip that part, even though it's kind of interesting. Yes, I have a baby 2 weeks old, and I was supposed to do this lecture in June when there was the war, and I was not supposed to do it now, but I can say no to Moshe, so thank you. So let's continue. So the audit, it's a tough one. They review every configuration of every tool, of every environment, which means you cannot tell story tales, you cannot say it will be fixed, you cannot say what you like. So, the solution, first of all, full transparency. We are working in the American market, so there is there is 1 or 0, there is no middle. I can show everything, full transparency in everything. Keep in mind that I'm speaking with Capital One, American Express, Fiserv. They are there, and I'm the small Israeli nice one that want to work with them. Okay? I take the partners with me to show them the innovation. For now, Israel is a kind of startup security innovation market, and I take them side by side to show the cases that we are doing using it. The nice part is to explain non-applicable, We don't have data centers. We don't have servers. We don't have and don't have. At the end, they will understand. Another nice thing is that I'm using the partner's requirements to improve the security. For example, if I say to the engineers, guys, I need to fix it, and they told me it's not prioritized, it's not important, blah, 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 I add 3 words. Per Capital One requirements, per Amex requirements, and it solved the problem. So nobody deal, especially the business, doesn't want to do problems to one of our partners. Stories. This is the nicest part. I just joined Melio around 4 years ago. I've been asked by one of our partners to block for all employees surfing and 2 private email, Facebook, Twitter, everything that is private. I told them, hey, my methodology is that all the employees have 1 laptop for business and private. They connect to whatever they like from everywhere, from hotel, from airports, and I'm doing the security based on that. Told me, no need to block, you need to block it. Israeli startup, I need to go to my boss, to everyone, to say, guys, no Facebook, no Twitter, no Tinder. By the way, this is the most important part, Tinder. I was found out that Israeli young company is the complicated part to block Tinder. So, unfortunately, I have, after these requirements, a meeting with the management, which I'm part of, Melio, leadership. I told them, I have an idea. In the army, 30 years ago, we have a standalone machine with internet. Let's make it in the entrance, and all the other employees will have no private sites. By the way, I'm the only one that was joking from this joke. And they told me, this is the easiest way to close the company. So, what we do? We try to understand what are they afraid of, what are the risks. We understand. So we implemented kind of browser extension that block malicious sites, block copy-paste to Gen AI and so on, and we solve it. Okay? This is the first story. I have dozens, but I have only 10 minutes, and we want to eat lunch, at least me. Second interesting requirement, boom, trach. It's working, yes, so it's fine. The second issue, I got requirements to approve every software that is running on the laptops of my employees. Every software. They download, I need to approve with the partners. Okay. I sat with my teams, and we built a very nice process that combines every employee. Only 2 minutes? I will short it. I will combine a process that each download is being inventory by CrowdStrike. From that, we are checking with whitelist with the approval software using Torque to make it checked in VirusTotal if it's malicious. And if it was not appearing in the whitelist, we are doing security assessment via Jira ticket. It was approved. Another issue, they want us to check, to verify that based on the source of thought of the HR, which is HiBob, that everybody has Okta, MFA, everybody has a laptop, it's encrypted, and patched, and so on, a variety of requirements. So for that, we use Breeze Security, a small startup, to do correlation and connect all the systems and to make sure that we are aligned. Because it checks with HiBob that the user has Okta, no exceptions done by IT for MFA, and the laptop he has, it's also written, and so on, so we solve the issue. Another issue, for example, was we did application test, a PT test. They told me, okay, it's nice. I sent it to them. They increase every severity. I told them, so I have 2 options, to fight, to argue, to explain, or to go to the engineers and tell them, speed the velocity. We speed the velocity, and it was fine. There was also a nice requirement to encrypt field level, which is great. Who doesn't want field level encryption? So we did it. But then there was a question. Who have access to the keys? Can we do a workflow? So we combined with Apono, Israeli startup, and created that. So at the end, even though they are big partners, they are tough, and they are old, I improved the security with their requirements, and I added innovation, and everybody is happy. That's it, guys. It was a pleasure. Thank you very much.